Syndicate Group 2 welcomes you to Navimate.
Taxi!
The main points that will be discussed during the presentation include: what is Navimate all about? The type of platform we used, the business model, and the organizational architecture.
About our platform. According to Oluwole, in 2021, the transport sector in South Africa is the most industrialized because of the best roads and airport network infrastructure in the African continent. This has given us a business opportunity to create platforms that can assist travelers to move around the country. Navimate will help users to map their travel between one point to another. For example, if the trip includes multiple ranks when traveling in a taxi, the fare of the trip will be known, and additional add-on services such as notifications to the next of kin if users are traveling by bus will be made available.
Taxi!
In terms of our platform business, we're going to use the multi-sided approach whereby we're going to connect business and users alike. From our system resources, we're going to use SaaS as a service because we don't need to own the infrastructure, as we'll be the sole people who are actually going to be running a service on the platform. In terms of demand, we'll create one product that is going to give us word of mouth and a buzz by giving taxi route information as an initial offering, with later products to be leveraged on the catalog. Lastly, in terms of the ecosystem, we're going to partner with other businesses to share information for our users in terms of what those customers and what those partners actually have to offer.
Business model canvas.
Taxi!
As indicated, the business model canvas have the following aspects to consider: customer segments, customer relationships, channels, value propositions, key activities, key resources, key partners, cost structures, and revenue streams.
Our customer base consists of public transport users who use public transport as their primary mode of transportation. And of course, private transport users, due to the rising cost of petrol, will definitely find Navimate's services quite useful. Tourists who want to have the authentic local experience of using public transport. Advertisers can partner with Navimate to find the perfect location for their billboards along the different routes. And of course, tour guides can find opportunities to create competitive packages using the cost estimation feature on Navimate.
Customer relationships. The process by which a company promotes its customer satisfaction is referred to as customer relations. Managing the interactions of its customers from complaints to compliments and ensuring the best possible ways of improving and adapting efficient solutions. Ultimately, the goal is to implement, sustain, and maintain long-term relationships and brand loyalty from customers and suppliers, and creating awareness through positive referrals and recommendations. This project is meant to improve the existing levels of customer satisfaction in the form of public and private transportation. It aims to discover the factors accounting for the level of customer satisfaction in transportation using IA. Being a major contributor to the economy, transportation is a competitive force in business. It physically connects the business to its supply chain partners, such as customers, suppliers, and influences the customer's satisfaction with the company significantly. Navimate has an important role to play here in analyzing what users need and matching it to the data available. Using the app will accomplish better customer service and astuteness amid other establishments and operators.
Value proposition. This platform will benefit public transport users who need to map the journey, the time, and the cost for planning a trip. With live tracking on the app, the user can have monitored trips. They're able to share their trips with a trusted person and actually show them how they are traveling. It will also benefit the Department of Transport with route mapping, as this is a contested area. This data will provide information for them to do an analysis and identify routes. Taxi owners can also use this data when calculating the net profit, as this information is key in every business.
The following will be our key partners. We have payment service providers. Our platform will partner with payment service providers such as your PayPal, PayFast, SID Security, EFTs, Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. And also the taxi industry. The taxi industry is one of the main partners to make the platform a success. They will also be part of the beneficiaries, as this platform will serve as an advertisement for them. Then we also have the Department of Transport, where the Department of Transport can be able to assist in cost estimation, your toll gates per route, your latest petrol or diesel costs. And lastly, we have the insurance. Our platform will partner with insurance providers to ensure that our clients are protected and covered in unforeseen circumstances.
Resources can be divided into 4 sections: physical, human, intellectual property, and financial. Physical. This includes the taxi ranks and the minibus taxis. This can also be extended to the software that will be used to planning and mapping out the routes. Human. Taxi drivers will be the most important asset. Providing a customer service on the platform will also increase customer satisfaction. Intellectual property. Partnerships with the taxi industry will be vital for the success of the business model. Customer database will be used to expand on the current routes and increase the availability of Navimate. Branding of the taxis will be used as a marketing tool. Financial. Loans for the development of the platform will be needed. Providing advertisement on the app can aid to the increasing of profits.
The channels of the BMC refers to the direct and indirect communication done to the key partners and beneficiaries. It is aligned with the value propositions and culture that is delivered to the public and will ensure that the platform can successfully operate and improve from customer feedback. Starting with the direct channels, this would involve the website platform and application created by the business itself. Indirect channels involve social media postings on platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, etc., and partnering with other online platforms to advertise. Word of mouth communication will be mainly from consumers and key partners, and the company will also invest in advertisements through other websites to promote the product, such as online shopping platforms, Pick n Pay, Makro, and Takealot, and online subscription websites such as Showmax and VU. The key activities describe the essential actions that an organization or company must consider doing to achieve its goals and successfully achieve its strategic advantage. The key activities that our platform will consider include the following: providing a platform that assists South Africans with public transport possibilities, engage with partners and stakeholders to find mutual benefits to establish the platform, establish taxi rank locations, routes and rates for the business, provide cost estimations on traveling considering luxury and cost-effective paths, and lastly, ensure easy navigation and a user-friendly platform for all to use.
Cost structure. There is different types of cost structures that we need to look at. We've got variable cost and fixed cost. Variable costs are dependent on a monthly activity that is planned out for the business, which includes but not limited to advertising, concert, and branding. Fixed costs are your cost that includes but not limited to your rent, your association fee, as well as your salaries, which they are most likely to change on a monthly basis, but salaries might change due to overtime or extra staff that might be needed for the business. But it's not always the case. So if you look at economies of scope, we've got a cost advantage as the business will enjoy a larger scope of operation, meaning that will enable our taxis with Wi-Fi so that we can keep up to date with our customers' needs, so that we will be able to ensure that their needs are understood by us, and how is it that we can stay relevant in the market and keep up to date into speed as we live in a VUCA world.
Revenue streams is a means of collecting funds for the company through our services. We'll do this by using subscription fees. These are the funds that we're going to collect from the taxi owners and the public users for our services. We're going to have once-off charges. This is the funds when a single trip is taken and the service is only used once. We're going to leverage this on fintech solutions like Momo, or payment services like EasyPay, or using direct carrier billing by charging the subscribers' accounts from the telecommunication providers. Lastly, we're going to do advertising by monetizing our data, because we'll have the routes and whatever the customers use, and then we can partner with our partners to actually give them this data so that we can have customers marketing. In terms of our project estimation, we actually think this project can be delivered in 18 months from design into delivery. In terms of the priority metrics, we actually see that we might have constraints regarding the processes, as we will need to get information from the taxi associations, and that might be a stumbling block. But we accept the cost because the technology and the equipment are needed to find the 4IR technologies that we're gonna use. In terms of the skills metrics, we're gonna need about architects, project managers, analysts, developers, and the test team. This is the core team that is going to deliver the platform, and the budgeted amount for that is about 10 million for anyone who wants to pick up the project.
Organizational architecture.
Taxi!
The organizational architecture include the factors to build a successful company. Starting with the strategy, mission, and vision, as well as the environment around a company. The culture needs to be aligned with the strategy and is the foundation on which we build. Structures and systems. Competencies and technologies. All these factors to render a service or product to external and internal recipients.
Our organizational strategy for NaviMate is to make sure that the everyday commuter has the relevant information that they need for their travels. It's either using a taxi, using a bus, using flights, anything that you're gonna need. We want to be personalizing it to you so that you can plan your trip better. Our mission is to become a one-stop center of excellence where you can find this information for your travel indicators, a delay in a bus service, a change to a flight, or if there's an accident, we want to give you that information, the fares and the travels in terms of the taxis, where you want to go to, how you want to get there. So basically, our vision is simple. We're saying why you get lost when you can have a mate. Let's help you get there pronto. Postal analysis. Politically, we need to engage with the Department of Transport and the taxi associations to get the routes and the fares as they govern the data. Economically, we don't see any pressures other than the ones that are just normal in South Africa. Socially, we are going to have the biggest impact because our commuters are the ones who are going to use the platform, and it's going to actually assist them greatly. Technologically, we're going to leverage of 4IR technology to create the best user experience and to actually update our platform. In terms of the environment, we're going to try and input all the things that are affecting them, like COVID, so that they can get it on our app to update them in terms of if they're traveling. And legally, we're going to try and actually comply with the POPI Act so that we can actually just sell the data that is actually useful and not personal data.
According to Johnson, Whittington, and others, the culture of a company comprises out of behaviors, beliefs, and values. NaviMate believes in diversity, teamwork, and respect. The culture of Navimate will be aligned with its strategy. It will create a healthy environment where employees and customers will engage and work towards a mutual goal. All team members as well as management can work together in order to improve the platform for a sustainable future at Navimate by showing commitment and accountability in the working environment. Customers are valued, and a major drive for continuous improvement is done to optimize its functionality.
Internal, external recipients. The internal recipients of an organization can often refer to events, aspects, individuals, classifications, structures, and environments inside the organization that are generally under the control of the company. Internal customer relations are forged with and within the company, and through employment or as partners who deliver the Navimate service to the end user. The external recipients are aspects that occur outside of the company, that play a role in the change within the company, and for the most part beyond the control of the company. Customers, competition, the economy, technology, political and social conditions, and resources are common external recipients that influence the company.
Navimate's organizational design allows for delegating decision-making rights to allow for faster decision-making, leading to an empowered workforce. Implementing information systems that improve business operations such as customer relations management systems and knowledge systems. And having an outcomes-based performance model that focuses on the quality of work produced by employees based on the goals set by each team. Rewarding such quality work through generous bonuses and professional development opportunities, while attracting the best talent in specialized fields.
Competencies. Our team will consist of qualified and highly skilled personnel that have intensive knowledge in managing the platform and ensuring the efficient operation of our platform. This is to ensure that we provide a user-friendly platform with the best possible experience for our clients. The drivers that we will incorporate in our platform will have to have a valid driver's license and a professional driving permit with a bare minimum of 2 years driving experience. We will also have experienced IT developers within the team to ensure that our platform is a safe and secure platform, which will not be easily hacked, and to ensure that our clients' information is kept safe.
Technology. Machine learning can be used to estimate travel times and best route maps to use. Also suggest popular traveling options for users. Artificial intelligence. Route optimization and safety integration. This will allow the system to avoid unsafe locations and adapt to select better routes. Cloud computing. Using an Amazon web-based service to store all of the data from the customer's information and route mapping. Natural language processing, to allow users to ask questions using a chat box. Global positioning system, to trace users and using the information based on the location to improve the routes. Cybersecurity, needs to be of the highest standard to prevent breaches and attacks. Big data, used to estimate fares and make alterations to route based on the data collected. Update the website as well as identifying negative and positive feedback from social media.
The processes of an organization would include all partners, resources, and activities, as well as the order in which these are done. The core processes for our platform is the following: ensure proper operations of this platform and website, monitoring of these interfaces for feedback and improvements where we rely on the customer, advertisements through online partnering platforms and websites, internal resources such as IT developers and research teams to update, improve with the latest technology and information. We could also consider breaking this down into detailed component processes by using micromapping to analyze the performance of these processes and to improve. There's also several software organizations that specialize in the automation of processes within a business and development that we can consider.
Thank you. This presentation was compiled by Syndicate Group 2.